Welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon here. In today's video, we're going to explore 3 types of women you might encounter after 60, each of whom could cost you your peace, your money, and even your health if you're not careful. This isn't about being cynical or judgmental. It's about protecting the life you've built and ensuring your remaining years are filled with genuine peace, security, and joy. Stick around, because I'm going to help you spot them before they take a toll. But first, take a moment to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss future videos that can help you make smarter decisions in your relationships. Now, let's dive into the first type of woman you need to be cautious of when dating after 60. The energy vampire. Something I witnessed that opened my eyes to a pattern I'd seen before, but never fully understood. My friend Robert, a retired engineer and widower of 3 years, met Catherine at a church social. Catherine was charming, vivacious, and had a talent for making every conversation about her dramatic life story. At first, Robert was drawn to her intensity. After years of quiet grief, her emotional energy felt exciting. But within months, Robert's peaceful retirement became a whirlwind of Catherine's crises. Her adult children were constantly in trouble, requiring bail money and emotional support. Her health was mysteriously fragile, requiring frequent emergency room visits, where she needed Robert's presence and support. What Robert didn't realize was that he'd encountered what I call the energy vampire, a woman who feeds on drama, crisis, and the emotional energy of others. She's not necessarily malicious, but she's learned that being in perpetual crisis keeps her at the center of attention and ensures that others feel needed and responsible for her well-being. The ancient Greek concept of hubris, excessive pride or arrogance, applies here, but in reverse. The energy vampire displays excessive neediness, but it's just as destructive. She believes the world revolves around her problems, and she unconsciously manipulates others into making her problems theirs. Dr. Judith Orloff's research on emotional vampires shows that these individuals can literally drain the life force from their partners, leading to chronic fatigue, anxiety, and depression. For men over 60, whose energy reserves are naturally lower, this can be particularly devastating. How do you recognize the energy vampire? She always has a crisis that needs your immediate attention. Her problems are always more urgent than yours. She dismisses your concerns as trivial compared to her struggles. She makes you feel guilty for having boundaries or for wanting time to yourself. She treats your peace as a resource for her consumption. The solution isn't to become hard-hearted or unsympathetic, but rather to recognize that healthy relationships are built on mutual support. With an energy vampire, the dynamic is one-sided. She takes and takes, leaving you feeling drained without ever offering anything in return. Understanding this imbalance is the first step in protecting your peace and energy. To deal with an energy vampire, establish clear boundaries and stick to them. It's important to communicate that while you're supportive and caring, you cannot be the constant source of emotional labor for someone else. It's perfectly okay to say, "I can't help right now," or "I need time for myself." By doing so, you not only protect your own well-being, but you also set a standard for what a healthy relationship should look like. Another strategy is to gently shift the focus back to them. If someone constantly draws energy from your life, ask them how they plan to handle their own situations. Encourage them to find solutions on their own or seek support outside of you. This redirects the dynamic, helping you avoid the emotional drain.
Remember, a woman who genuinely cares about you will also care for your peace, your health, and your boundaries. You deserve someone who contributes as much to the relationship as you do, and who respects your energy rather than consuming it. This pattern of emotional exploitation often ties into something even more tangible and more dangerous that we will explore right after this.
Type number 2. The financial predator. This need for constant rescue and support we just discussed often reveals itself most clearly in one specific area: money. And this brings us to perhaps the most dangerous type of woman a man over 60 can encounter. I couldn't decide whether I should feel calm or frustrated about this experience of mine, as truly, everyone we meet in life teaches us different lessons. When I met Gloria, a 62-year-old woman who seemed to share my interests in gardening and travel, I thought I had found my perfect companion. Gloria was warm, appreciative, and made me feel like the generous, capable man I'd always been. The financial requests started small and seemed reasonable. Gloria's car needed repairs, just $800. Her daughter was behind on rent and might lose her apartment. Could I help with $1,200? Her medical insurance didn't cover a procedure she needed, another $2,000. Each request came with tears, gratitude, and promises to pay me back when her inheritance came through, or when she got back on her feet. Within 18 months, I had depleted my emergency fund, borrowed against my life insurance, and was considering selling my home to help Gloria with her latest financial crisis. When my adult son discovered the extent of the financial damage, I was already too emotionally invested to see what was happening. This is the financial predator. A woman who targets older men with assets, using romance as a pathway to financial exploitation. She's skilled at identifying men who have resources and who take pride in being providers and protectors. She makes them feel needed, appreciated, and masculine through their generosity. This tactic works because many men over 60 still find value in being the giver in relationships, often associating their worth with their ability to provide and care for others. The financial predator taps into this deeply ingrained mindset, making her partner feel as though he is doing the right thing by offering financial support, especially in emotionally charged situations. She may make it seem as if her financial issues are temporary or beyond her control, further entrenching the man in her web until he's unknowingly drained of his savings or retirement funds. The National Center on Elder Abuse reports that romance scams targeting seniors have increased by 70% in the past 5 years, with the average victim losing over $18,000. But these aren't just online scams. They're often face-to-face relationships where emotional manipulation gradually separate men from their life savings. The ancient wisdom of Lao Tzu reminds us, "He who knows he has enough is rich." The financial predator preys on men who want to be generous, who take pride in solving problems, who feel valued when they can provide for others. She exploits these noble impulses for her own game. Here's how you recognize the financial predator. She has frequent financial emergencies that require immediate help. She shows little interest in your financial security or future. She discourages you from discussing money matters with family or financial advisors. She makes you feel selfish or unloving when you hesitate to help financially. She always has a reason why she can't contribute equally to the relationship's expenses. To protect yourself from the financial predator, it's crucial to establish clear financial boundaries from the outset. Be vigilant if someone frequently asks for financial help, especially without offering any clear or reasonable explanation for why they can't contribute equally. Always trust your gut feeling. If their requests feel excessive or manipulative, that's a red flag. Have open conversations about finances with trusted family members or financial advisors to get an external perspective. If they discourage you from seeking advice or make you feel guilty about not helping, it's time to reevaluate the relationship. Keep your emergency savings and important financial resources out of reach until you've established trust over time. Lastly, remember that a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect and understanding, not on one partner exploiting the other's generosity. Have you ever felt like someone was taking advantage of your kindness or generosity, especially when it comes to finances? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Remember, it's never too late to set healthy boundaries, and sometimes recognizing these signs is the first step in protecting yourself. This financial manipulation often works hand in hand with emotional manipulation, creating a toxic combination that can literally make you sick. Stay tuned for the next type we'll be discussing. It's one you really don't want to miss. Type number 3. The health destroyer. Before we explore this type, let me reflect on what we've discovered. The energy vampire drains your emotional resources through constant crisis and drama. The financial predator targets your material security through manipulation and exploitation. Both of these patterns create something even more dangerous: chronic stress that can literally shorten your life. This brings us to the most insidious type of all, the health destroyer. She's the woman who creates an environment of such constant tension, conflict, and stress that your physical and mental health begin to deteriorate. Sometimes she combines elements of the previous two types, but she can also be subtle, undermining your well-being in ways that seem almost accidental. I think of my brother Edward, who had managed his diabetes successfully for 15 years. When he began dating Margaret, a woman who seemed caring and concerned about his health, everything changed. Margaret constantly worried about his condition, questioned his doctor's advice, and created anxiety around every meal, every activity, every medication. She insisted on attending his medical appointments, arguing with doctors, and causing scenes. She obsessively researched his condition, presenting conflicting information that made him doubt his treatment. She guilted him for wanting to maintain his independence, creating an atmosphere of fear and anxiety under the guise of caring. Within a year, Edward's diabetes had become difficult to control. He developed anxiety and insomnia, and his blood pressure had spiked to dangerous levels. His doctor asked him directly, "Edward, what's changed in his life?" His health markers suggest he's under severe chronic stress. The health destroyer operates through what psychologists call toxic caring, behavior that appears loving but actually creates harm. Dr. Sheldon Cohen's research at Carnegie Mellon shows that chronic relationship stress can suppress immune function, increase inflammation, and accelerate aging processes. For men over 60, this can be literally life-threatening. By creating anxiety around your well-being, she makes you feel constantly worried about your health, even when things are under control. Instead of offering support, she sows doubt, especially about trusted healthcare professionals or proven treatment plans, causing you to second-guess everything. She finds ways to make you feel guilty about simple, everyday activities, things that should bring joy or independence, turning them into something to feel bad about. Instead of fostering a cooperative approach to your health, she transforms it into an ongoing source of conflict, making it harder for you to feel at peace. And perhaps most dangerously, she uses your vulnerabilities, your fears, your insecurities, as tools to manipulate and control you, gaining power by making you feel helpless. It's essential to set firm boundaries. Politely but firmly assert your right to make your own decisions about your health, including choosing your medical providers and treatment plans. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who respect your autonomy and encourage positive health practices, rather than fueling anxiety. When dealing with someone who creates stress around your well-being, avoid engaging in constant health-related discussions unless they are grounded in facts and respect for your choices. Most importantly, recognize the signs early. If someone's actions are increasing your stress or anxiety, it's time to distance yourself from that influence. Your health is yours to control, and creating a peaceful, supportive environment is crucial for maintaining it. A healthy partner should enhance your well-being, not compromise it.
So here we are, 3 types of women who could cost you the very things that make your golden years precious. The energy vampire who drains your emotional reserves through constant drama. The financial predator who targets your security through manipulation and exploitation. And the health destroyer who undermines your physical and mental well-being through toxic stress. But recognizing these patterns isn't about becoming cynical or closed-hearted. It's about protecting the life you've worked so hard to build, so that you can share it with someone who truly deserves it. At our age, we don't have time to waste on relationships that diminish us. We have the wisdom to choose better. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "How much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does." At our age, we have the gift of perspective. We can see patterns, recognize red flags, and make choices based on wisdom rather than hope or loneliness. A woman who truly cares about you will enhance your peace, not disturb it. She'll contribute to your security, not threaten it. She'll support your health and well-being, not undermine it. These aren't impossible standards. They're the baseline for healthy relationships at any age. If this resonated with you, I encourage you to trust your instincts. You deserve a companionship that enriches your life, not one that drains it. Like this video, share it with someone who might need to hear this, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a video that helps you build healthy, fulfilling relationships. Additionally, explore more valuable life lessons in our playlist, Women After 60, Relationships and Renewal, for further insights into maintaining meaningful connections as you grow older. Your peace, security, and well-being are invaluable, and we're here to help you protect them every step of the way.